But I like some aspects of fascism, like book
Oh, yeah?
burning. I'm so into that. And I was
You're
going
into
to
book
say,
burning?
yeah, today I thought, you know what would be a step forward to use fascist things? All diet books burned on
Yeah.
bonfires across America, starting for that, you know, and then all self-help books.
See, this shows how open-minded you are.
I
That
am.
you're looking for
I
the
can go
positive in fascism.
the full gamut, bitch.
Like, there's some positives of fascism.
Right.
Yeah, I like
You
that.
know, some books should be burned.
Yeah, White Fragility, that should be burned
Yeah.
for sure. Have you ever read
The
that?
Bell
D.L. Hughley's
Curve.
book? Burn that up. It's a terrible book. I read it. It's a bunch of nonsense.
Oh my God, they got some shit on DL. I know they do.
Dude, DL's book was the most
was it? I never read it.
victim-y. It was basically
He
White
used-
Fragility 2.0. But he was like,
He used to be my friend too, but he went too far.
yeah, it's very
Why
strange.
did he go so far?
I don't know.
You know, I know
It's tribal?
why. No,
Diddy
it's because
tapes?
that's the only way you get the money.
Yeah, which is crazy.
You know, nobody is going to hire, like, it's so fucking racist, really, that I can't get hired by any black organization because, you know, and he can't get hired by any Jewish organization,
Yeah.
you know, because they all have to have their demographic niche, which is nothing more than fucking racism. And,
100%.
you know, preaching to the fucking converted.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Right.
When I used to go on TV, I used to fight with these motherfuckers at the top all the time. I go, what are you talking about demographics? Look at my demographics. And that's why they hated me, because I had every kind
Yeah.
of every age.
Which is great. That's what you
But
want.
it
They
was,
used to care about ratings.
no, that was a con
What?
that I had that many demographics.
Oh.
I was supposed to only have women 18 to 35 because that's where they figured all the money was. And I used to get so mad and I go, God damn it. That is not where the money is. It's the baby boomers that are buying the shit for their kids
Yes,
of that
100%.
age.
Yeah.
You guys are too fucking stupid to read demographics the right way. And
Yeah.
they were.
Yeah, 100%.
And they fucking
well, look at
destroyed
TV
everything.
now. It's over anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
stupid.
dead. Like Hollywood is dead.
I love it. As soon
Yeah.
as I left, I knew it was going to die because I go, who the fuck are they going to steal from if I'm not there?
Yeah, no shit. I'm so sad. Like I gotta say, like I grew up watching Roseanne. It was like part of the whatever that block of television was.
Yeah.
Like
Tuesday night.
in '90s, we all watched the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if there's a show you didn't like,
Mhm.
you still watched
There was
it.
like
It
4 channels. You didn't have a
yeah,
choice.
and we liked them all. And then there was one that we didn't like as much as the other ones, but
Yeah.
we
You
watched
still
them all.
watched
Yeah,
it.
but the the rebrand of Roseanne was so smart.
Thank you. You know
Yeah.
what? All my good comic friends like Norm and Bob Einstein and Louis C.K. would go, man, you hit it on
was
every
perfect.
level.
Because everyone has a relative that they disagree with politically, no matter what that politics is.
Absolutely.
And you were willing to make that show, and you were willing to make that position. It was really, really, really smart. Then you also had the opportunity to, because it's written, it's scripted, you could make these conversations that families should be having, and these kind of. It was so smart.
Oh my
And
God,
I thought that it was
way too smart.
such a tragedy to, punish you or a show for a tweet,
Yeah.
which I also thought was fascinating.
It's so fascinating.
Yeah, like words are evidently more offensive to modern times than actual acts of violence
Yeah.
or drinking and driving or crimes.
Sexual assault.
Or like allegations of like really nefarious things.
Yeah.
Evidently, one tweet is more. Here's the second part of the tragedy that I used to say about this before I met you was that, like, let's say we looked through all your tweets, right? Every tweet you've ever had.
Yeah, I
Thank God we
deleted
didn't.
20,000 of them
Yeah.
before I went back to TV because they were
just
horrible.
in case. Yeah. But also, let's look through all your 20,000 tweets. Not one of those would have made you $1.
Right.
But some of them, definitely one of them, cost you a lot of reputation
That's a good
and
point.
money. So it's like at a certain point you go, well, why am I even tweeting?
Yeah.
if it's all risk and zero reward.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, if I'm Kendall Jenner or something, and I can tweet and they give me 50 grand
Yeah.
because I promoted Dunkin' Donuts or something, that's
Right.
different. But like for us, we're just throwing out ideas in the ether, just talking to our fans, and it makes us zero.
Right.
And then you drink some wine or whatever, and you tweet like a funny thing,
And you're done.
and it's the next day you're like, oh, now I have to like be in trouble. Like
Yeah.
it's like being a kid again. So I remember thinking there's so many tragedies in that one thing.
I
So
agree.
Well,
unfortunate.
I'm very proud of the tweet
Yeah.
because I realize now it's been 7-8 years.
Yeah.
And some guy's making a whole documentary about
Oh,
it
great.
because it was very prescient
Yeah.
and nobody got it.
Right.
And instead, they just total freaked out like libtards do
Sure.
because they put their meaning on it.
Yep.
They're Western, liberal, chauvinistic, imperialistic viewpoint on what it meant, which it meant nothing like they said it did.
If you just make everything racist,
Right.
then you can do anything you want. Just call everything racist. And that's what they did to you. And that's what they do with everything. Like Sam Harris has a great book where he talks about how like he came downstairs and his daughter was putting on blackface because her and her friend were going to go to school as Salt and Pepper. So her friend was putting on white paint and was dressing with a big S on her stomach. And she was going to be Pepper. So she's just putting black. And as he's trying to describe to this little girl why she can't do that, he's realizing it doesn't even make sense why I'm telling her. She's not going in blackface.
Yeah, she's Pepper.
She's just being Pepper. You know, like it, but like, and then you start to go, well, back in the old days, minstrels, and you're like, well, this really isn't the same thing.
No.
Yeah.
And also that's not real. So they've branded everything to be like, it's racist. You're a racist. Athletes are allowed to literally hit their girlfriends and when they're not allowed, they get less sanctioned than you do.
Yeah.
For hitting people in crosswalks with their automobiles while they're on drugs.
Absolutely.
And they get less punishment than something
What
that
about
was...
all the pedos at Disney that they hired back after they got rid of my ass?
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
James Gunn.
So much, like, there's just so much
He had pedo
hypocrisy.
jokes, just so we don't get in trouble. He wasn't a pedo. He made pedo jokes.
No, he made like 20,000
Yeah.
pro-pedophile
He got a 10-month.
tweets,
Oh,
and they
okay.
hired his ass back.
Yeah.
What were the tweets like? How
I
could you
like
make
fucking
it
little
pro-
boys.
I like
pedophile?
it when young boys touch me in my funny place.
You're kidding.
Oh no, they're
No,
horrible.
and worse.
That's really? 'Cause I was
100%.
thinking like maybe I was trying to like be
No, he's like, and he
diplomatic.
was no, he wasn't. He was like, I like to fuck little boys in the asshole. It was really, really
Yeah,
explicit.
he said that. Uh-huh.
And he got a 10-month suspension, and then Disney hired him back. But this is, I'll just say this real quick. When they were calling her racist and stuff, there was all these articles about Hollywood when it goes bad, and it would be like Harvey Weinstein because that story broke,
Yeah.
and it would be all these like sexual
They
assaulters,
put me
and
in
then
with
my
all
mom.
the rapists.
Yeah,
It
which
was
is
like
crazy.
combined.
No, but they included me with the rapists.
It's unfair. Like that. Like
what he's
at
saying.
the end of the day, you got it. Like one of these was just a tweet.
Yeah, it's weird.
Also, is racism so magic that we put it above everything else?
That's what I've
Yeah.
always
Like,
wondered.
let's say it was racist.
Yeah.
Is that somehow worse
Than punching a
than
pregnant woman.
beating up your girlfriend? Like
No, it's
as a
not.
New York Jet?
Well,
I
is
would
that-
argue any violence is worse than any words.
I agree.
Even if the words might be construed as racist.
I agree.
No, they couldn't have been racist. There's no fucking way they were racist.
Yeah.
But you know, I thought the bitch was white, as I've said 1,000
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
times. And she did look exactly like Helena Bonham Carter.
I compared Michael
in the-
Jackson to
in
the
the,
girl monkey from Planet of the Apes.
Did you get in trouble?
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Same girl
yeah,
monkey.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah, she
Doctor.
looked just like that monkey.
Well, that wasn't a monkey. That's the point.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I looked at the picture of Valerie Jarrett next to Helena Bonham Carter in makeup as a science fiction character, certainly she was not an ape. She was a science fiction hybrid character. I didn't assume either of them to be a black woman.
Right. Yeah,
Because I'm not a
because one's
racist.
a monkey and one's a
Yeah, because neither of them was an ape,
right.
and neither of them was a black woman in my estimation.
Yeah,
I did not think Valerie Jarrett was a black woman because she was born in Iran.
right.
And she looks like my fucking family.
Yeah.
Except for my family has the decency not to wear a hairstyle like that.
Oh, you see.